What's going on, guys? Playboxer, and we're back for our Dragon Ball Legends video. And in this one, we're going to be discussing about part 1 of the anniversary. I know it's a little bit early, but we're going to be talking about part 1, as well as what's going to be potentially happening in part 2. And why I think there could be more than 2 parts. I know a lot of people have been, kind of theorizing this. Goresh is probably the maybe one of the first people I've seen on online saying that there might be 3 parts to the anniversary, right? And that's most likely because of a movie launching later in the month. But yeah, I just want to be talking about part 1 because I see a lot of people on Twitter or just online social media and stuff, criticizing the game for a very lackluster part 1. Now, honestly, I do understand where they're coming from. I mean, let's just take a look and let's just see what's in currently for part 4, right? So obviously the biggest attraction for these anniversaries or just any celebration in general are the units. So if we were to compare them to previous year units, I actually should have had them pulled up here, but if we take a look from back during the first anniversary. First anniversary, we got double banners, right? Double step-up banners with the main LF on both banners, right? Back then, we weren't getting double LFs. We'd be getting one LF, right? So we got 2 banners with was 2 units, 3 new units on each banner, right? So Super Vegeta on both of them, and then one of them had Goku and Frieza, and the other one had Buhan and Vegeta. I think that was the order. So that was the first anniversary. Second anniversary, we also got only 1 LF. We had Vegito Blue on both banners, so similar to the first anniversary. Then on the GT side of banner, because it was separated into 2 teams, we had Omega Shenron and Super Saiyan Full Power Goku. And the other one, we had Rage Trunks and Merge Zamasu, right? And then going over to third anniversary that happened last year, this is where they brought in the dual LF banners. So we had Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Ice, and Nova on one banner, LF Gogeta 4. And then we had Merge Zamasu, Vegeta Blue, and Kefla on the other one, with Corrupted Zamasu being the LF. So going into this anniversary, we were expecting for part 1, right, to have 2 banners, 2 LFs potentially, and with both banners having 2 units on the side, right, 2 1% sparking units. But then we're greeted with this. This is the Legends Anniversary Step-Up banner. So this is the only banner we've received for part 1 of the anniversary. And it has 1 LF and 1 sparking unit. This is the first time for an anniversary that we've gotten only 1, the main banners. First of all, it's the first time we're only getting 1 banner. And on that 1 banner is the first time we're only getting 1 side sparking unit. We've always gotten 2 before, and this is the first time we're only getting 1. And what's even worse is, we didn't have the sparking rate times 20 times 2 and double Z power in the previous anniversaries, but this is something that they've been consistently doing for every monthly LF banner. And then the last big celebration we had was Legends Festival, and they had 3 times the Z power and triple the sparking rate. So when you compare this banner, which is the anniversary banner, to the Legends Festival banner, the Legends Festival banner is just completely better. It's like not only just the banner and the format itself, like the units itself are just significantly better. Like if you take a look at the LFs on this, why is Goku black here? Zamasu, SSBE, like UI Goku, like these units are garbage, right? Zamasu's still good, SSB is alright. UI Goku's obviously trash, but it makes sense with the team of it. This guy's good at least. Vegeta Blue's getting a Zenkai, but some of these units, like, we shouldn't be getting these units. Zamasu and Goku Black were literally on the future banner with the tag androids, right? I don't understand why is Vegeta here anyway? This was the perfect time to bring back like Full Power Jiren, one of the new LFs that we got during 2022, right? But they didn't. At the very least, they have 2 new, like brand new, not recycled EX. So I'm glad they did that. At least they're pretty good also, but like it's just so weird, right? And I'm pretty sure the main reason for this is because of the Dragon Ball superhero movie. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know that the Dragon Ball Super, or I guess Toei Animation, was hacked during the time period of when Dragon Ball Superhero movie was supposed to drop. I believe it was April something, or was it May? I forgot. But during that time, Toei was hacked, so they weren't able to release the movie. So the movie was pushed back, and I'm very sure the movie, by the way, is dropping June 11th, which is pretty coincidentally literally smack in the middle of the Legends anniversary. So I'm pretty sure that kind of ruined their plans in terms of what kind of units they want to release. We got the Gamma 1 and 2 earlier during the month. And it's just, I feel like it just completely threw their whole schedule kind of in a whack. Like, I'm pretty sure they wanted to have double banners, but they just couldn't. The units they could. I'm pretty sure the Golden Frieza, by the way, the Golden Frieza and Whis, like, you could have easily seen that those could have been like units to be on one of these anniversary banners. Like, you could have easily added Golden Frieza to this one, and it would have felt more like an anniversary banner. But instead, we got this crappy banner that feels like a monthly LF banner, which is not what you're supposed. It's not how you're supposed to feel when you're in the biggest celebration of the year, right? So there's that. So I mean, obviously, you might be wondering how like the plans for the units release would have been like completely like torn in the loop because of the delay of the movie. Well, what they like to do, a lot of these games, Dokkan, I'm pretty sure does this. Any gacha game in general, I'm assuming, right? Is whenever their series is dropping some like major heat, like a movie like this, they want to capitalize on the hype around the movie. So when Superhero drops, they had an intention of dropping the main, like the biggest character on the movie, right? The main character. I'm assuming it's gonna be Gohan. So since the movie has been pushed to middle of anniversary, they're gonna try to incorporate the Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie. By the way, it's dropping, I mentioned already, June 11th. So it's like in 2 weeks or something. So they're gonna try to incorporate this movie into the the units from this movie into the anniversary, because the second this movie drops, by the way, we're getting a new banner, we're getting new characters. They did the same thing with the Broly movie. Here I have it pulled up. This is the first ever Broly collab summon we've got, where they dropped the first iteration of Dragon Ball Super Broly, and you can see it dropped on December 14th. Wow, this was very short. It was only 3 days. What the hell? Oh, for the 999 banner, I'm guessing. But they dropped December 14th, and the movie here, you can see in Japan it dropped December 14th. So even if like the game is half the Japanese version and half global version, they don't care about the release of the English or the American or the Western release of this. Once it drops in Japan, they're gonna go forth and drop the banners. So I'm assuming that part 2 of the anniversary, we're gonna be getting a part 2 of the anniversary relatively soon for this anniversary, right? And it's gonna be June 11th. So mark your calendars, because that's when we're getting some heat. And for those of you who think that this part 2 banner isn't gonna be good, let me tell you, this guy, last movie character that we got, from the new movie, absolutely busted. Probably, arguably, I'm pretty sure 90% of people would agree that this guy was probably the most meta breaking unit to ever drop in the game. So if you think they're not gonna do something crazy with like Gohan or something, these Piccolos, or the main villain of the movie, right, which is obviously not Gamma 1 and 2, they don't even have the powerful opponent tag. So that's already indicates that they're not gonna be the main antagonist of this movie. So if you don't think that we're not gonna be getting even a potential Ultra unit, but I'm assuming they're gonna stick with the LF. If you don't think we're gonna be getting an LF like Ultimate Gohan or LF whatever the villains are, you're crazy, and they're gonna be cracked. And what's even worse is they have the potential to probably be better than MUI Goku. Like, it's crazy to think that, you know, they're gonna drop a unit literally right after MUI Goku that could potentially be better than him, but it's definitely possible, right? If you just take a look at, just take a look at history, right? During the 3rd anniversary, when we got part 2, which was a bit later than what we're gonna be getting here, but we got Revival Gohan for part 2. And Revival Gohan was literally the best unit in the game, better than Gogeta 4, who was underwhelming on release, and Corrupted Zamasu. Then we fast forward to Legends Festival. Goku and Vegeta, sort of Trunks, Jock, very good units. Goku and Vegeta was considered the best unit in the game. Then part 2, we get an Ultra Gogeta, who just completely shits on Goku and Vegeta. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that they make the part 2 unit better than the part 1 unit. Like, that's why when I made that should you summon on MUI Goku video, I said, don't go all in on this banner, because there's going to be multiple parts to this anniversary, and they might just, like, step it up with the power creep back to back on these parts, right? Like, part 2 could be better than part 1, and then part 3, which I'm assuming we're going to be getting a part 3, since part 2 being during June 11th is kind of early for a part 2. Usually, last year we got our part 2, I believe, was during it was June 25th around. I remember checking that recently. That's when Revival Gohan dropped. So probably a bit later, like June 30th maybe, we might get part 3, and I'm assuming we're gonna be getting a Ultra character, because if you just take a look at the characters here, they usually, based on, I guess, 2 units, they like to drop their Ultras 3 months apart. Ultra Gogeta dropped in December, Ultra Kaioken Goku dropped in March. 3 months later, it's June, July-ish. It's gonna be June, end of June. So they're gonna probably drop another Ultra character, potentially a fusion characters. I know a lot of people, Garesh included, have been mentioning an Ultra Super Vegeta, which would be astronomical for, in terms of like revenue for this game. Probably, arguably the most profitable character in Dragon Ball history, which is a Super Vegeta. So giving him the Ultra rarity would just absolutely destroy in terms of revenue, right? So that's possible, but potentially an Ultra character, and again, might even be better than the Part 2 unit, and subsequently the Part 1 unit. So it's looking pretty hectic. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming. So for those of you who are like feeling kind of lackluster with this Part 1, like just keep in mind that the delay of the movie kind of screwed things over for them. And obviously during the first week of the anniversary, it's usually a dry period. They don't release that many events, even though there is quite a few events that they drop, right? We had like the free-to-play Gokus, we had anniversary consecutive summons, we had some a Hoi Poi, we have Chance Time. I mean, that's not really something, but there is still some things to do in this during the anniversary. But during the first week, they usually like to, you know, keep it a bit dry, and then for people to summon, and then they're gonna start bombarding us with some CC, you know, raids and all that stuff. So don't worry, probably this upcoming week we're gonna be getting some more events, hopefully at least. So definitely stay tuned for that. But just keep in mind that everything went to shit because of the delay of the movie. So once Part 2 hits, I'm sure there's gonna be some more events, more characters, and more banners to summon up. So definitely save up your crystals, because MUI Goku is not the only hype character to drop during the anniversary. That's 100% not the case. So just keep that in mind as you continue to summon for MUI Goku. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, because that shit is so important. So don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.